Thank all of you for coming. I really appreciate it. This is a very important day for me and for my family. My name is Mike Spears, as most of you already know that. Today I'm announcing my candidacy for the United States Senate. I'm running as an independent, a constitutional conservative. I'm not a politician. I'm an entrepreneur and a small business owner. I'm setting all that aside for now. I'm stepping out of the shadows of everyday life to partner with the independent thinking Americans who want to restore balance and integrity to Washington and to this great nation. This is not a decision taken lightly. I recognize the weight of this commitment. I do feel that I have no choice but to stand up and take a leading role in the fight for this country. Washington is awash in corruption. Our nation is falling into deep debt amid massive, irresponsible spending. Lawmakers disregard the Constitution. They defy the American people's will. John Adams, signer of the Constitution and second President of the United States, spoke of selfless service to a nation when he idealized the American public servant. This is what he said: "What is to become of an independent statesman? One who will bow the knee to no idol, who will worship nothing as a divinity but truth, virtue, and his country. I will tell you, he will be regarded more by posterity than those who worship hounds and horses. And although he will not make his fortune, he will make the fortune of his country." How many of our politicians have made his or her fortune in the service of this country? How many bow down to many idols, power, influence, and prestige? It's no accident I've chosen this historic day to announce my candidacy. On April 19, 1775, a shot was fired, heard round the world, and the fight for liberty ignited. It was the beginning of the American Revolution. I say it's time to reignite the fight for liberty. I say it's time to take the Tea Party into the halls of Congress. I say it's time to take back our country. I'm proud to say that I was a kid patriot. I love studying the history of this country. I love saying the Pledge of Allegiance, and I love the flag. It made me proud to be an American. I felt like I was part of something great. And I felt one day I too would have the opportunity to do something great. It gave me hope and optimism. It inspired dreams of doing many different things when I grew up. In second grade, I wanted to be a fireman. In the fourth grade, I wanted to be an archaeologist. In the ninth grade, I wanted to be a professional baseball player. I can tell you with certainty, I never wanted to be a politician. By the time I graduated high school, I was in hot pursuit of the American dream. I went to college, graduated, found a great job. Soon, a new dream emerged. That dream was to own my own business. Today, 20 years later, here I am, standing inside of my very own American dream. Every small business owner knows it's not easy, but here in America, it's possible. I worked 70 hours a week at times. There were often years with no vacation, low pay, sometimes no pay, stress, setbacks. However, in the later years, the investment paid off, and here I am, living that dream. Today, I'm a newlywed, very happily married for 1 year. My wife and I are planning a family. I know that's news to my mom. I should have told her that first. Sorry, Mom. Oops.
I've been waiting a long time.
I have new dreams of a future for me, my wife, and one day our children. If you have any dreams, and I know you do, you too know what I know, that those dreams are fading. They're fading fast. What I planned for my business, what I planned for my family, those dreams are quickly disappearing. The American dream, as I once knew it, is vanishing. I know I'm not the only one who feels this way. Everywhere I go, everyone I talk to, they all wonder about their future as well. And will their dreams be there in 5 years? I've been considering this campaign for more than a year. And I see so many other Americans who feel the same way that I do, who see their dreams dying right before their eyes. Most feel helpless. Their calls to Washington, their emails, their protests have fallen on deaf ears. Everywhere I go, I hear the same questions. How do we take back our country? How do we restore the American dream? How do we stop this madness in Washington? These are the questions Americans are asking all across this country. How do we take back our country? Some people believe the Republican Party is the answer. I disagree, just as I disagreed with those who said the Democrats were the answer a few years ago. I believe a big part of the problem in Washington is career politicians propped up by powerful political parties and even more powerful special interests. I believe the answer is the American people. I say it's time to uproot the career politicians from Washington and replace them with sturdy Americans, men and women of integrity, men and women who work and live in the real America. Too many of American leaders have become little more than a disconnected political elite, bent on changing the fundamental truths of this nation, the fundamental truths of a free America. They seem more intent on partisan politics and less on public service. Career politicians work harder to get reelected, please the special interests that fund their campaigns, and to feather their campaign nest eggs than they do to serve the American people. I say it's time to uproot the status quo in Washington, across this entire nation. I say we take the seeds of an American revival to Washington. I say we return integrity and honor to our capital. What will it take? I say America needs a Washington outsider. I say America needs an American insider in Washington. Someone who knows what it's like to live and work in the real America. More than political talk, I am proposing a 5-point strategy for restoring America